Episode 27, Addiction Struggles Laughs.
Well, hello everyone. It's great to be here tonight, but before we get started, I want to talk about a serious topic, addiction. I know, not the funniest topic, but hey, I'm a comedian, not a therapist. Struggling with addiction is tough, and it affects a lot of people. Some people struggle with drugs, some with alcohol, and some with things like social media or even caffeine. Personally, I struggle with a very serious addiction to carbs. I mean, have you ever tried to give up bread? It's like trying to quit a bad relationship. You know it's not good for you, but you just can't stay away. But in all seriousness, addiction is a serious issue, and it's something that needs to be taken seriously. Addiction can ruin lives, relationships, and careers. But if you're struggling with addiction, remember that you're not alone. There are people who can help you, and there is hope for recovery. In fact, I recently went to a support group for carb addicts, and it was eye-opening. We shared stories, we cried, and we ate a lot of kale. It was a real bonding experience. But seriously, addiction is no laughing matter, and if you or someone you know is struggling, please seek help. And if you're struggling with carbs like me, just remember that tomorrow is a new day, and there's always room for a cheat day. First off, let me just say that addiction is no joke. It's a serious disease that affects millions of people around the world. But as someone who's struggled with addiction myself, I can tell you that there are some funny moments that come along with the struggle. Like, have you ever tried to quit smoking? It's like your brain turns into a toddler who just keeps saying "but I want it" over and over again. You're sitting there, trying to be all disciplined and healthy, and your brain's like, "Nah, let's have a smoke break instead." Or what about trying to quit caffeine? I remember when I tried to kick my coffee habit, I was like a zombie for a week. I was so tired that I almost fell asleep in the shower. And don't even get me started on the headaches. It was like my brain was punishing me for trying to be healthy. And let's not forget about alcohol. As someone who's struggled with drinking in the past, I can tell you that there's nothing quite like waking up with a hangover and realizing that you sent a bunch of embarrassing texts or left a voicemail that you don't remember. It's like, oh, great. Another day, another cringe-worthy memory to add to the collection. But you know what's really funny about addiction? It's the way that we try to justify our behavior. Like, I used to tell myself that I was only having a drink or two to relax, but then I'd end up drinking a bottle of wine and dancing on the bar. And the next day, I'd be like, well, I deserve to let loose a little bit. Yeah, sure. That's what I was doing. Letting loose. More like falling down. In all seriousness, though, addiction is a serious issue, and if you or someone you know is struggling with it, please seek help. But if you're looking for some laughs to help get you through the tough times, just remember, even in the darkest moments, there's always something to laugh about. Well, hello there folks. It's great to be here tonight. I don't know about you, but I've been struggling with addiction for a while now. Addiction to caffeine, that is. I can't function without my morning cup of coffee, and if I go too long without it, I turn into a cranky, unproductive mess. But hey, at least it's legal, right? But in all seriousness, addiction is a serious issue that affects millions of people worldwide. And while it's important to seek help and support when dealing with addiction, sometimes it's also helpful to find humor in the situation. After all, laughter is the best medicine, or so they say. I remember a time when I was trying to quit smoking. It was tough, but I was determined to kick the habit. So, I tried everything from nicotine gum to patches to meditation. But the one thing that really helped me was finding a replacement habit. Instead of smoking, I started chewing on straws. And let me tell you, I looked like a total weirdo walking around with a straw in my mouth all day. But hey, it worked. But addiction is not just limited to substances like drugs and alcohol. It can also manifest in other forms, such as addiction to technology. I mean, have you ever found yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media for hours on end? It's like you can't stop, even though you know you should. And don't even get me started on those mobile games that are specifically designed to be addictive. I mean, Candy Crush? More like Candy crushed my productivity. In all seriousness though, addiction is a serious issue that requires professional help and support. So, if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, don't be afraid to reach out and seek help. And if you need a laugh along the way, well, that's what comedians are here for. Thanks for listening, folks.
And that wraps up another laughter-filled episode of Not So Funny A. If you enjoyed the jokes generated by our AI algorithms, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our comedy-loving community.